Did you have a nice trip out?
Yeah.
Were the kids good?
They were pretty good. They were kind of a little whiny in the car, though.
Whiny. You know, a lot of times babies have trouble with their ears on the airplane.
He didn't. I'm surprised, though, because he didn't, like, he didn't pull out his ears or anything.
Uh-huh.
So, I'm surprised that he did. It didn't seem like it was really bothering him.
And what time did you land?
We landed, in California here, we landed at about 11:30 at night. And then plus we didn't actually get our bags and then weren't out of there until after 12 o'clock in the morning.
Is that right? Well, that was nice of your friends to meet you. Yeah. Did they bring the children with them?
No, the kids by that time were asleep, so it was just Erin that came and picked us up, and then she already brought car seats, and we just put the kids in, and we were ready to go.
How about
And we were on the freeway, and everything was good.
Good.
So, yeah. But, so when was that photo taken? The one over there? That one, on the wall, of everyone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got that for Christmas.
What year was that, though?
Just last Christmas.
No, not that. The photo of everyone lined up.
Oh, the photo of everyone here?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. I'm not sure. Well, that would be 1984.
1984.
Because
so
it was taken a week before your dad died.
Jeez.
That was taken on Sunday, and he died on Thursday.
So Grandpa died on Thursday?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Because that was Mother's Day. May. Yeah. He died on May 17th.
Wow.
1984.
Eric, what?
You mommy need help.
We have put the DS into the network too.
We can do that, but hold on. So, 1984, he died a week later. Wow.
Yeah.
He doesn't really look really sick in that photo, though.
No.
He looks like he's
wasn't
normal.
sick.
So.
He had one of those heart attacks that are what they call
aneurysm, right?
Aneurysm. It's the blood clot and
they
it
didn't
just burst.
They didn't even detect it until it was too late.
And you were the last one he waved goodbye to.
How old was I? Like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Wow.
As they were taking him out of the house on the gurney, you waved and he waved to you, and by the time he reached the street, he was dead.
Gosh.
So you were the last one he saw. Yeah.
So you remember that quite vividly?
Yeah, and he loved you very much.
Didn't he whisper something like word? Like, didn't you see him? Like he mouthed something?
Well, he always. We always used to touch things. What was it? I forget it now. And I don't know.
I thought he mouthed something.
Yeah.
Like he said something, but quietly. I don't know. But
maybe he said something to you that I didn't hear. Could be, because he was looking at you. I was in the kitchen. Because
you just saw
I couldn't ride. Steve was already out there in the ambulance.
And you just saw him wave?
And he waved to you. You were in the living room and he waved to you.
Gosh, I was only 4.
'Cause I had called the minute he said I had to call the paramedics. I called Bud and Steve. And both of them lived nearby. And so they came over. So your mother and you and Bud were all there. But
it's too bad.
Yeah.
Well, that kind of thing, it wasn't like a regular heart attack.
It was an aneurysm.
So you can't stop that. That's just something you're born with, I think.
See, he woke me.
Wait.
What you got?
Okay, take that back over there, Zoe.
That isn't.
All right, go show that to Mommy. Go show that to Mommy.
That's for the baby.
So he woke you up? And he woke you up?
He woke me up, and he said, Betty, you better call a paramedic.
This is mine.
Yeah, it's yours.
Yeah. For Quinn.
This is mine.
And I said, why? You know, because when I went to bed,
Zoe,
he was sitting
stop.
Mama.
He was sitting in the living room. Yeah, I don't know how to open it, honey. Gotta get
Zoe, Mommy will open it for you. Go take it to her.
Huh?
Go take it to Mommy. She'll open it for you.
Anyway, I said, so why? He said, I can't breathe. So see, the aneurysm had broken, and he was actually drowning in his own blood. Yeah. And he said, I can't, and he's partially dressed.
Yeah.
He dressed himself. But he said, I don't know why I can't get my buttons buttoned. I'll never forget that. See, the blood had filled his lungs. And I said, well, are you in pain? He said, no, I just can't breathe. That was it.
And then you called 911?
I called 911 again.
How long did it take him to get there? 10 minutes?
It took him about 11 minutes.
And in the meantime, what was he doing? Just laying on the bed, or?
He was laying on the bed and gasping. And in fact, I called him twice because I thought they should have been there sooner. Because I know where the paramedic headquarters was. It was right there off of La Sierra across from your high school.
Oh, yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
And I figured they should be there. And then as it turned out, the fire department and the paramedics came. They both came.
And so in the meantime, he was just laying on the bed gasping?
Laying on the bed.
Did he ever ask you for anything?
And then when they came in, they came in and they had the gurney with them.
Yeah.
And they asked him where the pain was. And then they said, did you eat something? And he said, no. And they were trying to figure out where that was coming from, see?
Yeah.
And he said, I just can't breathe. And so then, while they're getting him up on the gurney, they asked me a couple questions. What did he have for supper? And had he had any drinks? Or because it could have been poisoning.
Yeah. You never would know.
And I answered all their questions. And but I think what really killed him was when they put him on the gurney, because then the blood just...
Yeah, I don't think there's anything they could have done for him.
And later a woman doctor told me he never had a chance.
He wouldn't have lived.
She said, had he lived, he'd have been a vegetable the rest of his life, because the blood wasn't getting to the brain.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pretty quick.
So she said it was a blessing
that he
that
passed
he
on.
died like he did. And actually it was quick for him. I would say 20 minutes at the most.
So they put him on the gurney, they wheeled him out. He said...
And he was going out the front door on the gurney when he waved to you. Like that. That was it.
And that was it. And by the time he hit
he was dead.
The sidewalk?
Steve said he was dead when they put him in with him.
Oh.
So the last thing he did was wave to you.
That had been tough for Uncle Steve to be in there with them.
And I was still in my nightgown. So I went and I got dressed, and Tammy was there. And I told Tammy to go in on the desk, and I said he keeps the insurance papers in the second drawer. We had to have them to go to the hospital.
She grabbed them?
So she got them while I got dressed, and then we drove to the hospital. She drove. We drove to the hospital together, and we sat outside and waited. And then the doctor invited me into his office, and as he did that, I knew Tub was dead.
And he just told you, right?
Because they would never have done that. They wouldn't have invited me like that. And
it's hard to break it to someone, like to be a doctor and to have to break that kind of news.
But you know, it was funny. I knew he was dead. I just knew it. And then when the doctor invited us into his office, I knew it immediately. There was no hope. And then we got to see him, and I just kissed him goodbye, and that was it.
That was it?
Yeah.
But he never wanted to get old, so...
But it was quick and peaceful.
Yeah.
If you have to die, which you do,
yeah,
it was a good way to go.
Yep.